welcome back to another installment of Fodder Gaming, where I discuss AR and geolocation mobile games. In today's video, it is tournament time, and instead of doing the same old thing that people are probably doing, which is running majority of the unique creatures, I'm going to go into the battle arena with nothing but legendary creatures, and let's see how this works out for me. All right, here is the team that I'm going to be rocking. We've got Endogen 2, and if you'll notice, it is primarily Fierce heavy, but we've got Draco, we've got Spino, we've got Carno, we've got a Porky, we've got an Indom, we've got an Arco, and then we've got a Mammo. You see what we've got here. This should be a pretty well-rounded team. Now, here's the thing that I noticed while really trying in this tournament. There are no real dominant fierce creatures, and I think that just goes to show how difficult it is to build a creature with boost in mind. And we come up against a cunning creature right off the bat. Well, that's not really going to work out for us. So what you're seeing, if you're trying in this tournament, what you're seeing is a disproportionate amount of resilient creatures to fierce creatures. And so what that's causing to happen is people aren't running their cunning creatures because there's too many resilient creatures, and people aren't running their fierce creatures because there's just not that much that's like, there's nothing great for sure. We're going to go with the Indominus Rex here. We're going to throw down it. And look at what's giving me trouble. A legendary creature. Now, if I were running my normal team, I would have knocked the foe out. But such is not the case, and I went very light on the resilient creature. Is my opponent, are they running? I'm really confused. How does this happen? How is it that I get in here and I face an opponent that my team, I told you, it was heavy on the fierce side. So I get in here and get matched up with somebody who's running just legendary so far that I can tell, and they're all cunning, which completely counters what I was trying to do here. I'm not having it. So we're going to go with I never use Endom. Oh man, it's been, I don't even know the last time I used Endom. It's been a hot minute. But I'm going to use this Revenge Cloak, which means I get to use it again quicker. Precise Pounce is going to go through for 301. Like, I'm just not a fan of what's happening here. I'm not a fan of it at all. And then we get a Rampage run. Now, what do you bet they Rampage and run into foe? Like, what do you bet? Okay. And then I'm going to get humiliated by... like, I don't even know what to say here. I ran a team that was 3 fierce, and it just so happened 3 fierce and 1 cunning here, right? Can I even believe this thing? Like, I just want to give up on this battle. And I get matched up against somebody who's running at least 3 cunning, which completely dominates what I'm trying to do. So anyway, this is going to be slapped to the curb, and what are you going to do? And I don't want to say that matchmaking is rigged. At the same time, there are some very distinct times when matchmaking feels very, very rigged. And one of those is in this situation right here, where, like, come on. When I started this video, I said, everything is resilient. This team that I just faced is going to get demolished. And no offense to you, Ice to Weiss, or whatever your name is. Nothing against you. But dude, my normal team would have pimp slapped you up and down the arena, and I probably would have won 3-0, and I'm not bragging. But you're running 3 cunning creatures as a recipe for disaster in this tournament. Yet somehow I get matched up with him when I'm running a predominantly fierce team. And it happens in the battle arena as well, in like the normal arena. It happens there too, where I'll be like, all right, I'm tired of my team. I'm going to switch things up a little bit. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go with like a fun team or a theme team. And then what happens? I get matched up against something that just completely counters it. Like, I'm just looking and go, how? There's no way. Like, how does anybody even have a team that's countering this nonsense that I'm throwing out here? And it happens. So, so far this is looking a little bit better. Now I'm going to. I think this is what we have to do. I think we have to go in here because they're going to cleanse out that. But I'm going to shatter. I'm going to shatter this. Do respectable amount of damage. And 27 resilient rampage. Okay. Do we go there? So that's not even a question. We go with this big daddy, break the armor, and now it's time to get out of here. Like, we've overstayed our welcome a little. Actually, not even overstayed, because we didn't get knocked out. We stayed and made a fashionably timed exit to take out a creature. Let's go. All right, so Mammolania is down, and Mammolania is like Mammolania would have run through my last opponent's team, hands down. Ooh, I mean, I think we go stun here, and then like we're gonna get. It's just a foregone conclusion. We're gonna get rocked right here, right? But Draco Sarah wasn't. He wasn't in there for the long game. Draco Sarah was a get in, get out. Oh, and we're gonna actually get out. Actually, we're not. We're just gonna take one more chomp here. We're gonna do the damage before we go. Now, what do I have in my little bag of tricks? I don't even know what I have. Ooh, some good options here, though, right? I think we go right back to Spinonics because, like, that looks good, right? Until I get swapped in and smacked, but oh, look at this, Spinonics. I still like Spinonics. I've always had a soft spot for Spinonics, who's gonna get just obliterated right here, but. Ooh, and they did nullification. That's gonna come in big, because what we're gonna do here is we're gonna drop Indominus now, because I don't have to fear the nullification. So what we gonna do? We gonna go with the cloak, and this is why I think Indominus might be decent. Now remember, there are going to be a lot of resilient creatures in this particular format. And a lot of those creatures are going to be able to, like, wipe out your cloak. But we survived. Now, the details said that it was getting a knockout. We got us a knockout. So if you're looking for that fierce creature, just know that resilient creatures are going to remove a lot of cloak. Aloe Sino might be a better option because you do have the armor involved with it, more so than Thordolosaur, potentially. Keratoporcus. I actually, like, I kid you not, and I'm going to lead with Porky. Porky does a number on a lot of the resilient creatures that you're going to see, and Ardentis Maxima might be one of those, where if I'm not going to get the knockout, I'm definitely going to put a bruising down. So unfortunately, I kind of wish that Maxima was one faster. So then I could have just gone Mutual Fury right off the bat. And then what is this? This Rampage is going to hurt, right? Oh no, only 24. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Because that's what I'm thinking too. No crit. No crit. Yeah! Now here's the other part of this. No swap, because if he doesn't have a swap, oh, that's still not enough. No swaps. No swaps. He's doing the math, or they. They're doing the math. Do I swap or do I not? How much damage is coming at me? Hit me with a crit. Valiant effort. If you were looking for a fierce, you can do a lot worse than Carrot to Pork is. I pretty much took out that maximum. I mean, not officially 100%, but pretty much. Here's the crazy thing. Like, I'm just going to throw in... I know it's a swap-in specialist, but I kind of just got to do this. I kind of feel like I just have to do this because I don't want to bring in Endom. You know, like, if I go with Cloak, they're just going to do Resilient Strike. That's all they had available. That takes out my Cloak. Now I can get out. And you know where we're going. We're going over to Carno. So here we go. We're going to swap out to Carno. Carno has some deceleration. I don't know if it's a decelerating counterattack. Holy smokes. I hope it is a decelerating counterattack. Or that was bad news. So that was bad news. I know. You don't even have to say it. I'm not even going to look at your comment. If you put in the comments that spikes can't be distracted, I already know that. And here's the bad thing. Here's the bad thing. I'm going to do it. And I know that it's a bad play because Spikes has a precise pounce, which is going to go right through. And this is a bad matchup. I mean, all I have left are fierce creatures anyway. So either one was going to be a bad matchup. I could, technically, I guess, I could have gone with just an attack and then a swap, potentially. I don't know that that would have made me any worse for the wear. If we avoid any of this damage, and we avoided a good chunk of it here. That is going to be 2/2, and you're saying there's a chance. It's a small chance. Like, not a great chance, but there's a small chance because I do have my Cloak. Oh, see, the Resilient. It's going to remove my Dodge and Cloak, and that's what I wanted to do. Let's get in here with the big hit, and then the stun. What do we need? Probably 34. This is going to be 24, and then they're going to go first. It's going to be a GG for us. So we're at a win one, lose one with our all-legendary team. Although I think we see a couple of potential, potential candidates for doing something well. All right, this is going to be the final one. Let's see if we can go out and salvage a 2-2 night at the fairgrounds. What do you think the fairgoers are thinking about all this? I mean, we got a lead Spino. What would you do? You go, you got your cotton candy, you got your big plushy toy. Oh, could that have gone any better right here? Like, there's no way they're going to leave this in there. But you've got your big plushie that you've won off a game. You've got your popcorn or maybe your cotton candy. And you come around the corner, and there's two dinos just duking it out in front of the arcade or the Ferris wheel. And I can't be slowed. God, this is so great. How much damage? Like, what are you thinking, though? All right, so here we go. Wow, that just does not do much. 2202, 21. So this is actually our best bet. God, that's so weak. Weak, as IDGT would say. Weak. How much bleed did we get? Do you remember? Like, I don't think we get 2200. Almost, so 19.5. I can live with that. And then we're going to give Carnotarchus, which Carnotarchus is on the it's not good list. And maybe, like, I just threw this together. I didn't put a whole lot of thought into it. I just kind of threw this together. Can I be slowed? Because if I can, Of course you can. Oh no, you're gonna bleed out. That's okay. You might be able to do better for resilient. And what is it? Entelomoth might actually be a better resilient creature. I just feel like Entelomoth might be too much like Mammotherium. I have to think about some of these. So now we're slowed, but we do have a counterattack that's, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, but we can slow him down. Oh, really? Really, this is what we're doing? You're gonna flash at me? I feel good. I feel better. I wasn't feeling great. Oh, Carno, you suck. God, Carno, you're terrible. Alright. We're gonna go back here. God, Carno, you just totally ruined my mojo of what we were working on here. You have a lot to make, and Rind is gonna be terrible against Rhino. Man. Carno used to be, like, I'm not gonna say Carno was ever great, but Carno used to not suck. And now, kind of sucks. I feel like I should just let it get knocked out, because neither one of my two other creatures are gonna be like extremely great as a swap-in option. I mean, we'll go shield again. Maybe we'll get one more counterattack and one more real attack out of this. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna get the counterattack here for limited damage. And then we're just gonna go, oh wait, we're not faster. So we'll go instant. (102) is definitely not 102 is 100% not faster than 110. I don't know what kind of math we're doing over here, Ludia, but that is not a thing. Ouch. Did my distraction not... okay. Porky. 116. 115. I guess we go here. Guess we go. I was singing your praises earlier, Porkus. I'm just gonna do this. Because I know it said that I could get the knockout. But with this crit reduction or whatever, I wasn't feeling it. So now we're gonna go faster. And I don't care. You throw up your shields, dude, because you're gonna go tuck tail and run like the kid that gets whooped on the playground. Oh yeah, your Gemini Titan just got rocked. There's one, and that was my smaller hit. Here comes two. You gonna swap out again? Let's see. Tucking tail and running, both of you. Tucking tail and running. Well, you're gone. See you later. Now, I have just under 2,000 HP. This could hurt. How much distracting impact? So let's go with Mammotherium. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to get hit for 3,800. There's nothing that I can do about it. So we're going to go 1 win, 3 losses. But I think if Carno's not on our team, I think we do better. And then that first matchup was just total BS. That was a Ludia special right there, where you get matched up against a team for no explainable reason. Like the other 3 battles we did, there was not even a team remotely similar to that all cunning team that we went up against. So I went 1 win and 2 losses. But that's the story I'm gonna stick to anyways. So there you go, the legendary team. You know, I wish Spino did a little more. Wish Spino did a little more damage. Carno is trash. Porcus is good. Endom, yeah, very situational. I don't know that the cloak is going to be all that beneficial. Mammotherium, maybe. We never even saw Endogen 2 worth anything, and Acro just was a no-show for the entirety of this video. Let me know down in the comments below who has been your MVP of this tournament. Other than this, I actually really like this tournament. I think it's been fun. It's nice to see what this game would look like if Boost had never come out. And I will let you know, I've probably seen close to 30 different creatures, and that doesn't count the 8 oddballs that I'm running right here. I've probably seen close to 30 different creatures at any given time within this tournament. So a lot of things are viable, a lot of things are being used, and this is arguably my favorite tournament format so far. I hope, I mean, it'd get boring if we did it all the time, but I hope there's something similar more often. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, and that's all that I've got for this one. So until next time.